Oh,
Oh,
oh.
oh.
Kondziu? Jak to jeszcze 3 raz uczytam, nie? What are you doing here?
Her eyes looks like they might slam shut at any moment. If I didn't know any better, sorry, were you asleep?
Oh, yeah. I was pretty tired from school, so I just decided to take a nap.
School ended a couple hours ago. How long has she been sleeping? Really? You aren't feeling sick, are you?
Nope, just tired. I guess the excitement from you joining the Klub Literacki must have worn me out.
This is kind of weird. The whole time I have known her, I don't think I have ever seen her by anything but happy and excited, and yet the smile of hers feels forced, not like she's faking it. Well, maybe if you get your sleep in now, you will actually wake up on time tomorrow.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Alright then. I was just in the area and thought I would just stop by. Sorry to bother you.
Oh, you're never a bother to me, Konju. I can't wait to read your poem tomorrow.
Yeah, me neither. Same to you, Sari. See you tomorrow. As I leave Sayori's house, a strange feeling passes over me. She always oversleeping in the morning, but now she sleeps in the afternoon? Why does that bother me so much? The question continues to swirl around my head for the rest of the day.
There, done. I hope it isn't too obvious with the sunshine and all. Oh, what if he figured out? Nah, he's sweet, but kinda dense. I doubt he will know it's about. I wonder what he would do if he found out. Would he accept me? All of me?
Macki jej chyba wyrastają.
You have known each other for so long, but in all that time, he's never seen me unhappy. I mean, there's Yuri now. She's so tall and pretty and elegant. And Natsuki, she's so fun, and when he finds out she likes the same thing he does. And Monica, well, she's perfect. Where do I fit in? I can't possibly compete. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. I still need an ending. Man, I'm hungry. I want a breakfast. Oh, that's perfect. Nom nom.
After half sleeping my way through the day, the final bell rings and everyone begins to shuffle out of the building. Normally,
Typowy kądzia w szkole.
this will be my cue to hit home as quickly as possible to maximize my anime watching and video games playing time. But since I have joined the literate club, I will be staying after school for the first time in, well, ever really. Ever. I haven't really been interested in the idea of spending more time in this building in the past, but something has struck me recently. Perhaps...
Janek?
Słucham?
Ile odcinek już ma?
A nie, włączyłem, kiedy miałeś wyciszony mikrofon.
Aha, kurde.
Perhaps I've had an innate love of all things littered my whole life and never noticed before. Did write poems last night, perhaps this is my first step to becoming one of the literary elite. Spending time with a group of religious skills may have something to do with it as well. I head to the hallway where the club room is and hit on inside. I am the last one to arrive, though not by much apparently, as everyone else is just starting to get their stuff out.
Konju, welcome back.
Monica walks over to me and flashes a friendly smile.
Happy to see we didn't scare you off.
So basically, you did it. But
Cupcakes
and friends with depression. Friendly
and
friends.
Yuri
And BFF Yuri. I put
Okay.
one my coolest smile and stand just a little big strider. Czemu jak czytam coolest smile, to wyczuwam mocną dawkę cringe'u?
No bo za chwilę odwali Rafała.
Why would I be scared? I don't see anything in here to be afraid of. Quite of opposite, really. Adu says Yuri already has her face buried in a book. Maybe it's my imagination, but I swear I heard a soft giggle come from her direction.
Dark.
Natsuki, on the other hand, makes sure her comment is just about audible. I get the impression she still isn't happy I'm here. I wonder what I did to make her dislike me so much.
I istniejesz.
Monica's usually amused, but is otherwise unaffected by me attempt compliment.
Glad to see you're feeling comfortable, Konju. We tend to take things pretty casually here. Usually we take time to read, then we will get together discuss what we are currently reading as well as the different types of literatura we enjoy. Today I think we will share our poems during our discussion time. You did remember to write a poem, didn't you?
Of course. I mean, it's not much better than a few random words strung together, but I think some of them rhyme.
Great! I look forward to reading it.
No, you not. That makes one of us.
Konju!
That sounds mean I have a split second to brace myself before.
I'm so happy you came back!
Sorry, dive bombs me with a huge hug. No jakoś tak. Hello, Sayori. Need Sayori disgusts her vice-like hook, giving me lungs and ribs a chance to recover.
Sorry, I was excited. Guess I got a little carried away.
Yeah, carried away is kinda what you do, Sayori.
So, did you remember to write your poem?
Yeah, I was just telling that to Monica. Resettling definition of poem anyway.
Yay! See, Konju, I knew you would get into club activities once you joined one. Now you can learn to do something other than games, anime, and
Sayori. We don't need to discuss my downtime activities here any more than we need to discuss yours.
Oh, what about my downtime activities?
Well, like setting your room on fire for one.
Ah! Konju! Not that story! Wait, Sari set her room on fire? This I gotta hear! It was just a little fire.
Sorry had gotten a glass ornament that she decided to hang in her window.
It was a pretty butterfly. It was a butterfly. It had so many pretty colors and each wing was as big as your hand.
Yeah, well, her room was pretty messy like always, and the sunlight shone through the glass just the right way to catch a stray pieces of paper that they left on the floor on fire. Well, that small fire had a lot of things around it to spread to, so we almost had a big problem on our hands.
Luckily, Konjo managed to move enough stuff out of way so he could stamp the fire out. My hero!
Yeah, well, it wasn't that big of deal like you said. Anyway, after that I would come over at least once a week to help Sari pick up so we wouldn't have a freak accident like that again.
We also moved Butterfly to my desk. Well, sounds like it's never a dull moment with you too. Maybe Literatura Club be more eventful with the both of you around. Sheesh! Look at you two! Conjure saves you from a fire, he helps you with horse. You two are practically a married couple. Mr. and Miss Sayori, haha!
From the corner of my eye, I catch a glimpse of Yuri peeking above her book. I'm not totally sure, but she almost looks worried. Could she? Hey, now! I don't know if I would survive the experience of being Sayori's husband.
Hey! Mini! Pfeh.
Sayori sticks her tongue out of me.
Haha! Well, Mr. Sayori, I need to discuss some club stuff with your wife. Can you bear to be parted from her for a while?
She's all yours, Monica. I hope you survive the experiences.
Pfeh.
Sayori tries to stick her tongue out faster, but she winds up doing it, starting her face. She and Monica hit the front of the classroom to discuss whatever they need to solve too. So I guess that means I am supposed to read something now. Everybody eventually settles down into what I assume in their regular routine. As it turns out, Yuri had bought me a copy of one of her favorite books, which we are now reading together. It's a horror novel, which I wouldn't have expected from a girl like Yuri, but I guess a purchase can be deceiving, right? And I know what Sayori mean when she said Natsuki and I would have a lot to talk about. Natsuki likes manga, who would have guessed? Then that the series she likes isn't one I would normally find myself reading, but I guess I can afford to branch out. It's a literate club, and manga is literate after all.
Manga to literaturę oznaczamy.
-1. Proszę to odznaczyć, nie jest. So for my first full of the literate club, I read a chapter of a novel and a bit of manga. Whew. I think I just did more reading in an afternoon than I did in the last month. After Yuri's novel and Natsuki's manga, I'm pretty beat. I don't really understand why reading would wear me out. It's not like I was exercising while doing it or anything, but thinking about why reading wears me out just wears me out even more. Exhausted, I plop down in one of the chairs close to the front of the classroom. As I do, Monica and Sayori are discussing club matters not too far from where I'm sitting. I decide to listen in on their conversation.
So, I think that's the problem. Sorry, że sobie uchywałem nos. People aren't interested in a club literacki because it sounds it's pretty hard to read. We need to convince people that we aren't a bunch of stuffed shirts, and I think this festival will be the perfect way to do it. Alright, so we need to come up with some fun activities for people to enjoy. Right. Do you think Natsuki will be willing to do something manga related? You could probably attract some of the anime club members that way. No, not at all. It's enough that she shares her manga with us. Natsuki isn't comfortable sharing that with everyone else. Well, I definitely understand that. I want the Club Literacki to be a safe place for people to be themselves. I wouldn't want to force Natsuki to reveal something about herself she wasn't comfortable showing others. I have been there myself. Why don't we have her make something instead? That's something she would be happy to do. Sayori, that's a great idea. Once we get people here with food, we will need to find a way to speak to their creative minds. Cupcakes! We will speak to their creative minds with cupcakes? No! We will speak to their creative tummies with cupcakes. Then we can have a stage set up for people to recite poetry. Maybe we can start by reciting our own poems. Sorry, this is a wonderful idea.
I've got to admit, I am a bit surprised to hear Sayori getting into this. I figured she's would do this literate club thing, then get bored and drop it, but she's taking it pretty seriously. I'm very impressed. Here I am, this unmotivated slacker, and Sayori is planning a festival event. There is a lot more to hear than I thought. I wonder what else there is about to her that I don't know. As I begin to wonder what seeing the world through her eyes will be like, I slowly doze off. Whoa. Whoa! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I easily fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This is the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You will need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monika overheard.
It's true though.
Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
Yeah, but what about you? You are still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
But it's a secret.
I know it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit out of the doubt.
Come over here for a minute, Sayori. I motion over to a corner of the room.
Co,
where
będziemy
the others
zawiązywać
can
teraz
see.
ten? Czy będziemy teraz zawiązywać kokardkę na tym? Na koszuli?
Nie. Were you in a rush this morning?
Maybe.
I lower my voice so the others can't hear. Sayori, you look like you just fell out of bed. Your hair is a mess, your blazer is unbuttoned, and you have a toothpaste stain on your collar.
But nobody would ever notice that.
I let out a sigh.
Ale my to zauważyliśmy właśnie.
Here, let me see what I can do. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. They're pretty cool. I saw a commercial about these special pens that get stains out. Maybe we can get you one. Not making any headway there, I give up and run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Too bad I don't carry a brush.
No i to nie jest prawdziwy kończy. Prawdziwy kończy zawsze nosi ze sobą grzebień.
Nosi?
No, nosi ze sobą grzebień. My hair is just really hard to get right.
Bo tylko do szkoły. Right. I straighten Sayori's hair the best I can and even manage to straighten her bow. Okay, blazer should really be buttoned up as well.
It's too much trouble to button it.
Oh, come on, it's not that bad. Let's see how it looks buttoned, then maybe you will change your mind. I start to button her blaze from the bottom.
Mówiłem. This is so funny.
What is?
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Huh? Well, it's only fair. You spend so much time concerned about me, I guess I should let room the flavor.
It's okay though. I'm happy we are like this. Aren't you?
I guess?
Hey, be careful. The button might come off.
Why is this one so? I catch myself before finishing that question. Isn't that girls' clothes are too tight might be hazardous to my health? I struggle to fully close the button near the chest. What are you smiling about?
It means my boobs got bigger again.
I'm not touching that one. Oh! Hardcore Vanita. Not the best choice in the world. Anyway, you look much better now, so... myślałem, że to jest czy że już nie zapomniał, no. It really does feel strange to see Theory blazer buttoned up like that.
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
So he hastily unbuttons her blaze once more.
Phew. That's so much better.
So he puts her arms out and twirls around. I said outwardly, but I have to stifle a light laugh. Alright. You just be you, Sayori. Just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, him.
So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning.
Yet another Sayori statement I don't quite know how to respond to.
Okay, everyone. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Kanju, I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still throws away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah. My reluctance ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Didn't really find much inspiration since I have never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait!
Sayori and Monika enthusiastically put out their poems. Sayori's is on wrinkled sheets of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and reluctantly complete as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Sayori mulls over my poem, like she's trying to glean some deeper meaning from it. If she can't find one, she's a better person than me.
Your poem is really abstract, Konju.
Well, that's because I was trying to comb the essence of the human experiences by comparing it to...
You had no idea what you were doing, did you?
I had no idea what I was doing.
That's okay, Konju. Your first try is always awkward. You should see my first poem. I think I nearly broke Monica.
Well, maybe I should take a look at it. It might help show me what direction to go in so I can improve.
I put it in my room somewhere.
Oh, I see. gone forever. Perhaps some future archaeologists will stumble upon it 100 years from now.
Anyway, here's my poem, Konju. I hope you like it.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If I wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. What I am supposed to do right now? Oh, okay. Sayori,
Yes, Konju?
I think I know what this poem means.
You do?
Yes, sorry, I do.
Well...
You waited until this morning to do it, didn't you?
What?
You woke up, realized you forgot to write it and wrote about what was right in front of you. I'm right, aren't I?
Oh, yeah. You got me there, Konju.
This is a very nice poem, especially since you wrote it on such short notice. It's very Sayori poem, and that's why I like it. Especially like the last line.
That was a thought one. I had eggs and toast.
Really? You were late for school again, but you still had time to make and eat breakfast?
Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. You wouldn't want me to come to school cranky, would you?
I suppose not. Anyway, I will work on making my poems less abstract tonight. And you remember to write it tonight, okay, Sayori?
You got it, Konju. You're gonna be really impressed by my poem tomorrow. I have gotta say, Sayori, I really like your writing style. It kind of reminds me of my own. Oh, wow! Thanks, Natsuki. That means a lot coming from a poem writing expert like you. Well, you haven't read my poem yet. But it is pretty good. Especially like how you are conveying so much with simple language. I suspect this might just be about someone, if you catch my drift. Oh? What makes you think that, Natsuki? Oh please. Blow for my blinds. You missed me. I trust you too. This is about a guy, isn't it? Oh. Well, I mean... oh. Sorry, got the crash. Who is it? Do I know him? Well, I never said. It isn't Konju, is it? Konju? Oh, well, we have been friends for so long that will be kind of weird. So, would you say Konju is more of a brother to you then? I don't know if I would put it quite that way. Why do you ask, Natsuki? You are interested in him, are you? What? That dummy? Of course not. Oh well, that's too bad. You two would make a cute couple. Well, whatever. Anyway, here's my poem. Prepare to be amazed.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can sing. Co to jest? Co to jest cheat-has?
No, czy to jak masz, to masz takiego, jakby tygrysa. No, taki kot, taki, co no.
No tiger po prostu mogło być. Jezu, jakieś nowe słowa wymyślane, co nie istnieją pewnie.
Nie no, to nie tego.
Zwierzęta
to...
od paczki chipsów wymyślili.
Nie no,
Ciekawe, kiedy wymyślą ptaka ekipa. Po lodach ekipy i napojach. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. But, oh,
well, what do you think? Oh, there's a lot here in just a few words. Niesamowite jest dialog między sobą. Już jak ja się czuję. Of course. I knew you would get it, Sayori. But you seemed like you were building up to something at the end. And then it didn't happen. Well, that was intentional. I set you up for a rhyme that didn't happen. That snaps you out of the rhythm suddenly. Kind of jarring, isn't it? Oh, so you did that on purpose. Wow! You really are great with poems. Of course. So why did you do that? Well, sometimes people around you can do incredible things. And you feel pretty small by comparison. So I wanted to express some of the frustration in poems form. Huh? I mean, not that I understand that feeling or anything. Oh yeah. Me neither. I was just assuming. Of course. Yeah. Assuming. I totally get it. So, anyway, by keeping the language simple, you can express so much with the wordplay. Say a lot with a little. Wow! That's really neat, Natsuki. I can't wait to read more of your poems. Anytime, Sayori. This is very interesting, Sayori. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of time to write it, so it came up a bit short. Oh, but even still.
co stało? Czemu mi się ekran ruszył?
There's still a lot of unpacked here. The way you use glowing and kissing in tandem with the morning. And end up with I trust you. I suspect trust is the word you're looking for, isn't the word you're looking for. Why, Sayori? Do I suspect you have your eyes set on special someone? Oh, do tell! Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be about that. I mean, I finished it this morning and I was hungry for breakfast. Well, if I'm reading this correctly, breakfast may not be all you were hungry for. Yuri! Czy jest tutaj tego jakiś... nie ma nic z żartami. Trzeba naprawić to bingo. That's out of character of you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. You know, step out of line or anything. No. It's kind of nice to see a different side of you. Yuri Unleashed! Oh, well, we all have to cut loose sometimes, I suppose. Anyway, I suppose I will let it go for now, but you must share your secret with us soon. Sure thing, Yuri. Alright, it's time to show you my poem.
Ghost under the light. Jezus. The tendrils of my hair illuminate. Co tam jest?
Muszę ci pomóc. Beneath
Myślisz, że tam jest N?
Beneath the amber glow?
Dalej widziałem, ale tego nie widziałem. Beating. It must be this one. The last see.
Remaining.
O, to jest R, no to. Coś pewnie, że to jest
Nie,
R.
była tak pisze.
Remaining. Street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the seeking blue-green. Wow.
Due of the...
Of the future, to na pewno.
no.
I Beth. Calmly breathing. Air of the present but living in the past. The light flicks. I flick back. Chyba jakoś tak to będzie.
Oh, a ghost? Is this like one of your scary novels, Yuri? No, Sayori. This isn't about an actual ghost. It's about isolation. Oh, how so? Well, Sayori, the speaker is clinging to the last bit of her safe place, afraid to reach out to the others. But soon, the light of her safe space will fight as all other lights have. The speaker is unsure of herself, but soon she will be forced to either make a connection or be eternally lonely. No, lovely, no, lonely to nie jest samo, no. That's so sad! Well, I suppose it is, but don't be too upset. There is hope for the speaker of the poem. I'm sure she will be able to make a connection. Perhaps she has met someone already that she can connect with. Oh, you know, Yuri, it almost sounds like this poem has something to do with you. And the way you are talking now, it almost sounds like there's this special someone for you too. Maybe you are hungry yourself. Ah! Sorry. I'm not surely you wouldn't suspect. I'm a lady after all. Sayori Unleashed. Well, Sayori, I can say with absolute certainty that your poetry writing skill have improved. Oh wow! That means a lot to me, Monica. Well, I'm glad. I have really enjoyed helping you out and watching your poetry get better. For example, I can notice the way your poem always your poem play with morning imaginary to describe something else. Oh? What do you mean, Monica? Well, with the way you humanize the sun, combined with bits like it's a secret, lead me to think that maybe this poem isn't really about how happy you are to see the sun. Perhaps our vice-president has herself a little crush. Ah! Well... Looks like I'm right. Come on, Sayori. Who is the lucky guy? Well... You know... Not everything has to have a hidden meaning. Maybe it really was just getting up in the morning. Sure, Sayori. Is it Konju? You sure talk about him a lot. Wah! Well, he's been my friend forever, so of course I would talk about him a lot. That doesn't mean anything, though. If you say so, Sayori. Alright, I have read your poem. Now go ahead and read mine.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the speckle protrudes. Nie wiem, co to jest za słowo. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. Czemu nie mogę z... O. I will never know I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I need blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My returns. Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaning image. It's just a little hole, it wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Czemu ja tutaj widzę bicie czwartej ściany?
Czemu ja tu nie mogę przeskipować tego w żaden sposób?
Czemu ja tutaj widzę bicie czwartej ściany?
Bo
Czemu ja już tutaj widzę próbę porozumienia się Moniki z nami?
Coś popsułem?
Może musisz kliknąć poza poematem. O. Czy skraszowało gierkę? Nie zapisaliśmy tej gierki ani razu. Janek? Nie mów, że wywaliło gierkę. Czemu ja widzę tego ładowanie się myszki? Janek? Wyjebało, tak? Czemu widzę program Ddlc, jak chce to działać?
Nienawidzę życia. Widzowie, wrócimy do tego.